Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson, and today we are revisiting my Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil that is not looking very good in the pot it's in at the moment the way it is. A couple of factors that could have influenced this are it was in an area where it was a bit too dark for this plant. It seems to keep the variegations in the leaves. This plant needs to be in a brighter position. Not direct sunlight, but a bright position. So the yellow in the leaves has turned green and the leaves are all looking a bit crinkly. It's not because of lack of water. I've watered it, that hasn't helped. It's on this pole with no moss on it and it's just not enjoying it. It's just not enjoying the way it is. So I've decided to redo the whole thing and give it a second chance. So I've been out and I got some more of these coconut fibre stakes that I'm going to be placing over the top of this metal pole to give this plant something to cling onto and make it feel happier. Another thing I've done is I've been out raiding the rack as well, and I got myself a few more examples of this same plant so that it's nice and thick around the bottom, and any bits that are a little bit longer I will tie up onto the pole as well, so we can start this plant's ascent. Now, just to show you what's happening with this plant, there's a leaf here that's turned all yellow, not happy at all, and it's lost its variegation. And I'm going to show you one that's green that's also lost its variegation. There you go. This leaf has completely lost all its variegation. It doesn't look like a Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil anymore. It looks like a normal Philodendron Hederaceum. And this is what the original plant looks like. So if the Brasil isn't in a bright enough position, it will lose its variegation. So remember that. So when I repot this and sort it all out, I will be putting it in a position right by the window. I don't have any direct sunlight, but it will be much brighter, and I'm hoping that's going to help this plant keep its yellow variegation instead of the variegation that is left turning green, and definitely not doing this, reverting back to the green, because I have already a beautiful big Philodendron Hederaceum, so I don't need this one turning back like this. So what I want to do first is unpack some of these plants so you can see when a Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil is fresh and new, how lovely the variegation looks and how yellow it is. So this is one of the plants I bought today. It's absolutely beautifully yellow. That's the way these Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil should look. So I need to get my other plant back to looking like this. This leaf is new enough, almost yellow, but it has green on its outer edge. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And look at this beautiful leaf here. So more of this beautiful Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil. Such a lovely plant that I really had to get some more. Look at the yellow leaf on this one as well. So this one has alternating variegations, which is really, really nice and quite exciting. So let's get all this planted in the pot. So to start with, I just need to take off all the ties on this plant so that I can assess what's going on with these vines here. And I also need to get them out of the way so that I can put the coconut fibre stakes over the top of this pot. So that's all the ties off. Now we can get this plant and let it hang down. No wonder it's looking a bit sad. I mean, it's not even in the soil. It was just laying on top of the soil, this. So it was quite dry. And this piece here, so now I can see basically what the problem with this plant is. These were put in a pot before they were even really rooted properly. Because if you look at these pieces closely, they've got no roots. So I'm actually going to have to take these out and propagate them in water to get them going again. And then either put them back in this pot or have them in another pot together and let them flush out. So, but the rest seems okay for now. I do want to keep some of the tall ones because I want to put them back up. So now that these plants are all hanging on the side and out of the way of the pole, I can get the coconut fibre stakes over the top and then we can start rebuilding this plant back up again with these beautiful extra plants to put around the bottom. It's going to be really difficult because this pole is 3 meters high, and the only way for me to get those coconut fiber stakes over the top of this is to lean this forward. So how do I do that at the same time as not getting soil all over the place? Not going to happen. So anyway, we're just going to do this. Going to put it forward, pull these stakes over. They're probably going to be a bit difficult for me to get over as well, but I also need to remember, let's see, this one has the longest piece of plastic showing, so I'll put that at the bottom. And all the others, just remember when you're going to be putting them inside each other, you need to cut a V like this, so that you'll be able to push this bottom of this stake into the top of the other one. Otherwise, you're not going to get them to fit together. Okay, I have the first piece here. I'm just going to see if I can do this without having a major catastrophe. We'll see. I just don't want the pot to go crashing down on the floor. You can't see it, but you can see me trying to do this. See, I haven't got much space. I should really have another pair of hands helping me. I'm going to do it. Yes. And I didn't open this one at the top. I opened all the other ones, but not this one. That was silly. But oh, that worked. First one on. Good. Number 2, first I need to make that triangle to be able to get it in to the one just below it. Right, let's get number 2 on. It's a juggling act every time. Oh, this is really not easy, but some things have just got to be done. That's number 2, yes. Number 2. Number 3, here we go. Number 3 now. Get this on there. Juggling act. Number 3, yes. Do I have space for 4? I just need to put these together and see if I have space for the last one. Maybe I don't need it. That would be okay. Okay, those 2 are in well. See if I can get this to go in now. That went in really well. Yes, I do have space. I'm not sure actually if I have space for one more. We'll see. I'm going to try anyway. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But we've got to try. Coconut fibre all the way up this solid stake, and this plant is going to be really happy with that. So now we can get planting, but I'll just get some of this twine here and tie in this piece so it doesn't look completely out of place, and I'll do that a little bit higher up as well, just so that it's not sticking out too much basically. So that is my totem pole ready. So now, the fun part, planting the plants. So this is the fun part now. I've got my beautiful totem sorted out. Now I can put in between all these plants that are already here, the new plants, and then tie it up. But actually I think, to start with, I'll tie these pieces back up because they're a little bit longer. That way, I'll be able to see the space I have left around the bottom. Oh, this one here actually has a beautiful little new leaf. So this piece that has, well actually this piece, no, this piece, this is nearly completely reverted, this piece. This piece here I'm holding now has one variegated leaf at the bottom, the rest of the stem has completely reverted to green. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that to see if it comes back to its variegation. But it's going to be enshrouded with a lot more plants soon, so I don't mind it staying there and hope that it will get back its variegation after. It's funny, as I'm sitting here doing this, it just feels like this plant is saying, oh, thank you. That is just what we needed. We needed somewhere for our roots to go in and hold ourselves up and feel natural in the way that we climb. So hopefully that will make this plant happy again now. So now, that's all the pieces that were already there in place. Now I can start putting in some absolutely beautiful new pieces to fill out this completely. Oh, it's going to be so nice. So now, time to get some of these out of this pot. Good job I've got paper on the floor. They're very new, so they haven't got very big roots, these. So that's really nice. So I can just go straight into, see, there's only little tiny bits here with a little offshoot. See how we go here. So this one's got a nice long piece that I want to tie up to the stake straight away. So just make a hole. And put it straight in there. Close back that hole. And that's done. Lovely. Lovely and easy. And I'm going to put a lot of wood chips on top of the soil this time because I'm not sure if I'm getting all the roots every time. Just to make sure that I've covered all the roots to help them find their way down afterwards. So that has already got 2 good bits to start climbing up here and lots of lovely leaves. One piece. I'll make another little one here. I want it to be thick because I want it to grow up thick around the pole. I don't want it to be thin. I want it to be so that you can hardly see the pole in the end. So I want to get lots in. But these have got nice roots on them, luckily, this time. So they should be able to establish themselves better, quicker. Let's see what we have here. Swirl around. We go. And I will tie up these ones that I want to be going up straight away in a minute to encourage everything up the way I want it to go straight away. But I just want to get everything in first so I can see what's going on. A nice bunch here. See if I've got space to put them in down here. Good. Oops, dropped a leaf. Oh, it was just a leaf. There. Great. And I have a gap over here to put a nice tall one in. So that's great. So this one out as well. So it was good that I bought these 3 pots because I did actually need it all. So that's that done. They're in the pot. Now I just want to tie up the pieces I can see that I can tie up together. And then I can put some wood chips in around under to make sure that I haven't left a load of exposed roots that are going to make these dry out again and not feel very happy. I'm just going to concentrate on one at a time because there's lots going on here now. So this one I want to go in, of course. Got a big one here. I do want some trailing though, so a little look here. Because there's going to be a lot coming in and going up. Do I want that one up or do I want it trailing? That one I want to let trail. I want that to trail, that one. So now that is it for staking up the smaller pieces that I could get staked up. I have some that I know that are coming out and I want them to fall over the edge as spillers as well. So I want this to be a completely tall thriller and spiller at the same time. Thick, lush, lots of plant going on, very nice. I'm very happy with it now. So now what I want to do is put some really nice wood chips in all around the top, because I'm sure I have some exposed roots. Don't want those to be exposed, otherwise this is just going to dry out very quickly and not be very happy. And this plant is going to love having some of these wood chips around them. So we'll put these in everywhere I can, kind of. So, I couldn't be more pleased with this revamp of this beautiful Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil. It looks beautiful, filled out. Now I've got these beautiful yellow variegations going on in the leaves again with the different colour greens, and I hope this will get more yellow in the top here now, because now it's going to be put over by the window. So all I need to do now is have a little tidy up, and I'm ready to take you in for a closer look. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this plant closer up with all these beautiful variegations of yellow and green. It's absolutely wonderful. Go out and find yourself some beautiful Philodendron Hederaceum Brasil, and you will be able to make yourself a beautiful plant bundle like this as well. So thank you very much for watching this Gardens and Crystals video with me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded. And I will see you with some more beautiful plants again very, very soon. Goodbye.